The pro-Palestinian protests on campuses that we've been talking about for days now are spreading from coast to coast. Columbia University, where all of this started, is switching to hybrid learning at its main New York City campus for the rest of the semester. The last day of classes is on Monday. Also in New York City, in a different part of the city, 120 people were arrested during demonstrations at New York University, NYU, in Lower Manhattan. That was last night. And right now, high school and college students in the Seattle area are walking out of class to protest the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. NBC News correspondent Valerie Castro is outside Columbia in New York City. She's tracking all of this. So, Valerie, we heard from New York City Mayor Eric Adams a short time ago. What is he saying about the protests across the city?
Yeah, Kate, the mayor spoke at a press conference earlier this morning, and he singled out what he calls as outside agitators. These are people believed not to be affiliated with the universities, not students at these universities, that seem to be behind the more disruptive actions during these protests. Last night at the encampment at NYU, when police moved in to break up that encampment, police said that some of the protesters threw bottles, hitting officers in the head. Again, the mayor believes that those are considered outside agitators behind those actions. He's calling on the universities to work with their security teams, with campus security, to help identify who truly is a student, who belongs there and who does not. Take a listen to what he had to say.
We should address this while it is just a spark. Let's not wait until it's a blazing fire. College campuses are there to educate. Who's have thought they were going to wake up and have to deal with an issue as volatile as this? And so in fairness to them, they want to create the right atmosphere for students.
The mayor also put out a call for college leaders, if they so choose, to meet with the city, to meet with police officials, to talk about best practices for continuing to handle these protests, these encampments moving forward. Guys?
And Valerie, you mentioned NYU. What is that school saying about the arrests and protests today?
Well, as you mentioned, there were 120 people arrested last night, according to the NYPD. 116 of those were released and given summons for trespassing. NYU last night issued a statement saying that the events did not need to lead to that outcome, did not need to lead to those arrests. But again, they believe people not affiliated with the university are the people who began to cause some of the issues later on in the evening. There were reports of anti-Semitic incidents, anti-Semitic comments. That's when the NYPD was called in. Again, the NYU spokesperson issuing a statement that they believe that was caused by outside agitators. Guys?
All right, Valerie Castro, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.